So let's take you now to the Electoral Commission's headquarters, and we're receiving a briefing from the EC Chairperson, John Mensah, on the referendum coming next week.
It is important to emphasize that some of the activities have been successfully completed and others are ongoing. On behalf of the Commission, I'm very pleased to welcome you to today's press briefing. Distinguished members of the media, it is important to emphasize that we are at the final stages of our preparations towards the conduct of the referendum on the creation of new regions. On Thursday, the 27th of December, 2018, eligible voters will go to the polls to decide whether the proposed regions, namely Ahafo, Bono East, Savannah, Northeast, Oti, Western North, should be created as new regions or not. You will recall that the President submitted the findings and recommendations of the Justice Savannah and Northeast to be carved out of the Northern region. Upon receipt of the government white paper on recommendations of the Justice Brobe Commission, the Electoral Commission commenced preparations towards the implementation of the inquiry. I'll now brief you on pre-referendum activities of the Commission. The Commission has successfully undertaken the following pre-referendum activities in preparation towards the voting day. These include the establishment of a legal framework for the referendum, namely the CI 109, the revision of the voters' register, the exhibition of the voters' register, applications for votes transfer and proxy, recruitment and training of key staff, including temporary staff for the referendum day, amongst others. Establishment of the legal framework. A new constitutional instrument, namely CI 109, referendum, creation of regions regulations 2018, has been announced. The Commission undertook a limited online registration of voters in September 2018 at the 47 district offices of the Commission in the carved-out areas. This gave an opportunity to citizens who had attained the age of 18 and others who for various regions could not register during the previous registration exercises to do so. At the end of the exercise, 47,811 eligible voters were registered. In October 2018, the provisional voters register was exhibited at all polling station and exhibition centers of the proposed regions. Ladies and gentlemen, the objective of the exercise, among others, was to offer eligible voters the opportunity to know their polling stations, verify their registration data, and also to afford them the opportunity to make requests and claims for inclusion, corrections, as well as objections and deletions of receipts the register. Successfully concluded. Logistics, including materials and items for all activities relating to the referendum, have been procured and dispatched to the affected regions. These include stationery and various election-related forms. Now to the register of voters. The register of voters for the referendum has been printed and is currently being dispatched to the affected regions and districts. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the biometric verification devices, namely BVDs, to be used for the referendum have all been refurbished. Each polling station will have 2 BVDs. In addition, a provision has been made for backup BVDs at the regional district offices of the Commission. All BVDs have been dispatched to the affected regions and districts. Application for vote transfer and proxy. The Electoral Commission provided an opportunity and gave interested and qualified voters who wished to transfer their votes to the referendum enclaves or to apply for proxy to do so. At the end of the exercise, 6,076 and 52 voters were successful in the application for the transfers and proxy voting respectively. Distinguished friends from the media, I'll now talk about the recruitment and training of key staff, including temporary staff of the Electoral Commission. Application for the recruitment of temporary officials for the referendum were received at the district offices of the Commission in the affected areas. The applicants were interviewed, and the successful persons have been appointed and trained. Currently, the last batch of officials are undergoing training. They include the presiding officers, polling assistants, and operators of the biometric verification devices. It is expected that all training for all categories of electoral officers will end by the 25th of December 2018. Now to the issue of security. The Commission is collaborating extensively with the High Command of the Ghana Police Service and other exercise before, during, and after the polls on the 27th of December 2018. Some flashpoint areas have been identified and have been flagged out for special reinforcement. We are aware coordinated public education and publicity drive. The Commission has still engaged has engaged with at the district and regional levels, including traditional authorities, persons with disabilities, first-time voters, faith-based organizations, and other public interested organizations at the district and regional offices across the carved-out areas. We have also held a number of press releases and press briefings. Indeed, you will recall that this is the 4th time the Commission is meeting with the press for this sort of interaction. We met with the press before the registration and exhibition exercises and before the application for vote transfers and proxies. And here we are again, briefing you and the general public on our preparations and preparedness towards the polls next week, Thursday. Several media engagements on both local and foreign TV and radio have been spearheaded by myself as chairperson and our 2 deputy chairpersons unit. Other public education and publicity strategies have involved the production and distribution of posters at strategic places of the proposed areas, as well as the airing of local and national radio stations. We are also on TV. We are advertising and showing some educational advertisements on TV. The Commission has also appointed a number of referendum coordinators to the proposed areas to complement the efforts of our regional directorates and our district electoral offices of all the proposed areas. It's important to emphasize that we have a number of commandeered vehicles which are mounted with public address systems, and these have been deployed to the regions and districts to undertake intensive publicity and education in the carved-out areas. Distinguished friends from the media, we will now focus our attention on special voting. It is my pleasure to inform you that on Monday, the 24th of December, 2018, the special voting would be held. Special voting is a special dispensation under the law that enables